I can't breathe now. I'm over here convulsing. I'm enjoying my blurry thumbnail phase, okay? So just let me be. Let me be great. Let me be me. Oh gosh. All right. All right, let's get this heart beating. That reminds me, speaking of Lakota Sioux, um, one second. I'm feeling this. All right. Joaquin Young and the drum. That's what that reminds me of. I went and I had shawarma for the first time May 10th, I think. And it was so much. It was so much. It was like 75% of the shawarma, I was fine. 10 of the last 25%, I was like, okay, I'm getting kind of full. And then 5%, I was like, oh, I'm really full, but there's only like that much left. I can finish it. And then I was like, oh, too much. And so I was just walking around like this because, whew, I can't overeat like I used to. I used to be able to overeat all the time and be relatively fine. Now I eat a little bit more than, satisfied because food is good. And my body's like, oh, I'm like, come on, girl. Like, we used to do this. This is good. I thought I'm going to stop eating. So after last night, first of all, I ended up staying up until like 5 or 6 in the morning, going down Vedic astrology rabbit holes because of suggestions on YouTube. Looking at like, so first, because I was talking about some stuff in the video that I deleted. And then I found like the D45 chart. I was like, oh, well, let me look at my D45 and see how my D45 is set up. And then I was like, well, I might as well look and see how my D40 is set up. And then I had to look at my D9 and my D1, and the D9 is connected to Dharma. And this is how, like, if you listen to Spirit, when Spirit guides you to do something, you'll find out why. And so for a minute, I've been feeling like, well, Saturn is in Aquarius. My natal Saturn is in Aquarius. So I'm sitting in the space of a Saturn return. My Saturn return is actually next year. I think it's in February. So, like, around the time of my birthday, I'll be going through a Saturn return, which is fine. Well, I guess that's probably how it works as well. No, because my friend's birthday is in September and she doing her Saturn return like now. That's not fair. We haven't Saturn return on my birthday. Thanks for the gift. Oh, but maybe Saturn will bring me presents. Okay, so if I do it right, it'll be a good birthday. And then I was looking at like Mahadasha. So I'm in a Rahu Mahadasha right now. And I was like, oh, that kind of sort of makes sense. I'm in a Rahu Mercury Mahadasha. And but my Mercury is detriment in Pisces. My Mercury is in Pisces in both Vedic and tropical because it's so late in Pisces. Also, my moon is in Taurus in both Vedic and tropical because it's so late in Taurus. Um, so I was looking at my D9, and in my D9, which it includes your Dharma, like what it's for you to do in this lifetime. I have an 11th house stellium. My And it's so interesting because I have the sun and the moon in the 11th house. And then I have Mars and Venus in the 11th house. And my Rahu is in the 11th house, which is like the North Node, right? And so I'm like, oh, like that makes sense why I've been feeling such an 11th house pool. And then also, like my Saturn is in my 11th house. So I'm having a Saturn return in my 11th house. And it's like, oh, but like the balance that I feel I'm gonna have, I guess, like having the sun and the moon there in my D9 and like Mars and Venus there. that balance of like feminine and masculine. Also, what what is it? Vargotama or something like that. My son is Vargotama in Aquarius, and so it gives me like it's the reason why I'm like I'm a Taurus moon in rising. My Taurus moon is in my first house. I can be very very not stubborn, obstinate. That's not any better than stubborn. Persistent. And I was like, oh my gosh, my son's in Vargotama. That makes sense. And Aquarius, which makes sense. And also, I feel like with everything that I was talking about last night, it also makes sense. And it reminded me. So there was a whole bunch of stuff I started talking about. I'll start talking about, but then my brain is on somewhere else and I won't finish. And I am actually, I'm going to do this first and then I'm going to come back and pull cards because I'm not done yet. Um, you know, you can't experience, I guess, a little bit of an energy and then like, oh yeah, we're done. You actually sometimes gotta keep going, gotta see it through. Um, and so I keep having hearing that like, all my life is fireworks from the end to the outside from Naruto Next Generations. Come on, train, come on, brain. So what was I talking about? I started talking about it, I remembered, and then I forgot. Um, so anyway, so for me, I guess I could talk about it. I've had a connection to the Akashic records before I even knew what the Akashic records were, and I've talked about that before. Like I had a dream; it was one of my first. I think it was actually my first. No, it was one of my first lucid dreams, and I wanted to know my story because at that point I felt like I had. That's what I was going to talk about. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. LOL. So I wanted to know my story because I felt like where I was in life, the life I was living wasn't necessarily true to who I was. And I wanted to remember. So I was like, I'll use the dream space to do that. And I ended up in the library. And the first time I went to the library, it was gigantic. It was like being an ant in a people sized library. Um, so it was me in like in this giant library. All the books, like the bookshelves were empty. I summoned in the lucid dream a guide, I guess a librarian, to take me to where my books were so I could read my story. Um, and then it was a silent librarian. I ain't say nothing, just started moving. I followed and I reached this, what looks like a student bookshelf. It wasn't as big as everything else, but it was still like much larger than me. And there were a few books there. And, I did that thing that people do. I pick up the book, I go immediately to the end. I couldn't read anything. It was in a language that I didn't understand. And so then I went to the beginning of the book. And since I took Latin in high school, subconsciously, I have Latin floating in my brain. And the beginning was in Latin and I could understand it. As soon as I started reading it, I woke up. Um, but then, so when I was in the second space in that week where I wanted to be intentional, and I kind of talked about it without talking about it. When I was like, I wanted to like digitize things, so I had to, as consciously as I could, remain in that space. Um, it was a like a Akashic sort of functionality, and I was like, I don't want to have to like mentally like go find a bookshelf and like find a book and be I'm like let's just it's the 21st century, let's digitize stuff. And so like I again there was like a little attendant there for a week. I put myself in that space as much as I could to digitize and upload everything so I could just go to the computer and search and it just like pop up, or I would request it from the person who was there, right? These are things that I set up in that space, never used, really. Um, and it's because I guess Eve asked me the other day. And so, and then when the third space opened up, it's the library. I was like, what? And that's when I was like, oh, because it's like when I tapped into it, it was like kind of busy. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to shut this down. And then it was like, wah, wah. Like, you don't do that. I was like, what? Why not? So it remains open. In that space, I discovered last year in February when I was on my little spiritual retreat, mini retreat. And again, never use that space because I don't know, it'd be interesting, but I don't know, I never used it. But when I was doing that reading, it's so interesting because it's like, hey, there you are, Eve. I was just talking about, yeah, kind of. I was just talking about the question that you asked me. How are you doing today? I am well. Thank you for hoping so. I hope you are well as well. Um, oh, yeah. I watched your Scorpio reading earlier and I was like, why can't I remember it? But then I was like, I remember. It was the Muse. It's family. It's hot. Ooh, no, I'm inside. I can't do that. I can't do heat. Mm-mm. And low key, my parents aren't here right now, so I get to control the thermostat. And I'm kind of excited about it. No! Do you remember? Was it a Sears ad when they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be another scorcher"? Man, and they said, "Why don't you call to something?" And he was like, "I'll call later." And she's like, "You'll call now." And he was like, "I'll call now." It sort of just reminded me of that old commercial. How long is it going to be out? Do you know if it's being fixed though? Okay, that's good. 95 outside. How long does it take to? Is it going to take to be fixed? And could you sit in the car? That is, I don't like heat. I feel for you. Oh my gosh. Is there a breeze? Is there a breeze at least? A nice breeze with the windows open? Do you have box fans? Hey D. Today. Nice. It was a broken fan. Okay. Yeah, when we stayed in the Airbnb in Wisconsin, the motor was broken or something on the thing, and he was like, a technician will be out tomorrow. I'm like, we're only here for the night. So we got it for like half off, which is nice because that was that was a fair amount of money that I got back. And I was able to go, you have a bunch of fans in ice water. Okay, that's nice. I mean, it's nice that you at least have that. It still sucks that it's hot. That's still unfortunate. But I was just talking about when you asked me about the Akashic Records thing. And also again, like shout out to Amanda from Autumn Car Messages, because she said in her last live, like everyone can visualize, even though not everyone is necessarily visual. And for me, I think I have aphantasia. I feel like I have aphantasia. If I close my eyes and I imagine something, all I see is black. Like I don't actually see it mentally. I can like be aware of what it would look like. Like if you tell me to close my eyes and envision a beach, like there's the beach, there's the seagulls, of course. There's the sound of the waves coming in and out. There's the sand. I don't see it, but mentally, it's like I know that all those elements are there. But within some, like when I did that mantra, and when the mantra came to me, and I went on that journey with that aspect, it's like I could see it, and it's so because when I did the reading, and I think it was like the Hungarian method, there were certain moments where it's like I could see things play out. And there was a point in that I think it felt like what it came through as is like there was that lifetime. And I was like, you know what? I've used my gifts for good in so many lifetimes and it never works out for me. I always end up being taken advantage of or blamed for something that I didn't do. And so in this lifetime, I'm going to be selfish. And in that lifetime that I was selfish for a while. And then I met someone. And you see black at the beginning. I just see black throughout all the whole thing, but maybe I don't do it enough. Who is this? I don't even remember this. This is interesting. February 12th, Abraham Lincoln had no middle name, and the Chinese New Year began. And then it goes to June 1st, with the Caribbean Gulf of Mexico and North Atlantic tropical storms. And then June 8th, with vanilla being was first cultivated in Mexico. It's the year of the ox this year. That's an Aquarius new moon. Then we have a tropical storm, and then we have vanilla. Vanilla being something sweet that also has sort of medical and healing properties. That's interesting. Top of the stack is May 4th. May the 4th be with us all. And this was talking about the azaleas. Soil that is too alkaline may prevent azaleas from absorbing iron, causing yellow leaves with green veins. To lower soil pH to the ideal range of 4.5 to 6.0, add ground sulfur or ferrous sulfate. This is interesting because to me, when I see this, it's about alkaline water. Now, human bodies and azaleas are very different. We're not azaleas, so, our needs are different than the needs of an azalea. But it's like you would think that something alkaline or pH neutral would be beneficial. But in fact, in those conditions, azaleas can't absorb iron. And it's like without being able to absorb iron, then it can't efficiently transport oxygen. And so it asphyxiates. There's an energy of suffocation here. And it's not because there's a lack of oxygen, it's because there's a lack of the iron that binds oxygen. Who is this? What? April 13th, Thomas Jefferson's birthday. So we have Abraham Lincoln's birthday and Thomas Jefferson's birthday. The glow of one warm thought to me is worth more than money. Hold on, wait. You see it in your mind, but sometimes you will see something like a movie reel open when you meditate. Wait, are turning brown, adding sulfur. You were here when I talked about azaleas, right, D? I feel like I remember that. Is it too alkaline? Or is it too acidic? How do you taste? Is there like litmus for soil? How do you know how alkaline your soil is? One warm thought. Oh, I love this. Because there's one warm thought in the space of this tropical storm. And both of these are on a Tuesday. Both of these are on a Tuesday. So you can have a one warm thought Tuesday or you can have a tropical storm Tuesday. This is a Friday. Oh my gosh. What? So this is a Tuesday. June 8th is a Tuesday. June 1st was a Tuesday. April 13th was a Tuesday. May the 4th, another Tuesday. The 12th is on a Friday. Too acidic. Oh, okay. This is interesting. This is 4 Tuesdays and a Friday. Today is a Tuesday, right? Yeah, today is a Tuesday. What's up with Tuesdays? It reminds me of that one episode of Supernatural where I think they went to oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. Hold up. It should still be on the floor. It should literally be right here. It's literally right here. It reminds me of that one episode of Supernatural where they went to a mystery spot and then they got stuck in a time loop. And I think Dean, spoiler alert, Dean died every day. Like it was a Tuesday. Every single time they ran through it, Dean died. And Sam would experience his brother die every single day. And no matter how he tried to prevent it, he would die. And they're in this mystery spot. Okay, D. They were in this mystery spot. And so they're trying to see if the mystery spot had some special property that kept them repeating. You saw that episode? Yeah. And I remember these are the moments. These are the moments. That was the song that would keep playing. And so they thought that it was something about the mystery spot, but it wasn't. Sam Sam was put in a space to accept the fact that he could not save his brother. That's literally what the whole thing was about. That he wouldn't be able to save his brother and that he should give in to Michael because Michael was going to fight Satan or Lucifer or something like that, and Sam was going to be the vessel for Michael or something like that. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Or maybe it was something about Dean. He kept living Tuesday over and over and over to accept the fact that he couldn't save his brother. It reminds me of that. I don't know how that ties in here. Who was this? Oh, that's a Monday. I was like, eh. Well, let's see what today is. Let's put another Tuesday on here. 222 Tuesday, 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 Tuesday. what is this? Girl, why is Spirit almost coming through like, have a sense of humor? I'm like, this was so like intense. So June 15th, Tuesday, why is it that our feet smell, but our nose runs? I'm like, what? Why is it that our feet smell, but our nose runs? Okay, I thought it was a joke because it's funny. It's hilarious. 1 second. It's like, why is it that dad joke. Why is it that our feet smell, but our nose runs? At first, it's a joke and it's funny, but it is sort of carrying this mystery spot energy in a way that it's like our senses are there. Oh, that's this. That's exactly this energy. It just came out as a joke, and I was like, what? Because, like I said, it's like in this energy, we would think that we're suffocating because we don't have enough oxygen. but we're suffocating because of the lack of the thing that binds oxygen. So there is this energy of like misattribution where you think it's one thing. It's like the sense and the sensation is sort of flipped. And what was interesting is that like there was like the mystery spot was just, your average run of the mill mystery spot. There was nothing actual supernatural about that mystery spot. Again, it was something else. It's not what you think it is. It's not what you're being led to believe. It's something else. Or there's something that's causing the thing. And so in trying to remedy the thing, you're not actually solving it. Oh gosh. Oh. I feel like my stomach is starting to get warm and I got this headache that's starting to come in. It's like, oh gosh, this is gross. This is a gross feeling. It might just be biological though. It might be this Tanzania lemon super tea. They were 4 for $5, so I wanted to try them. Okay, I like tea, but then there's a Friday here, so it doesn't even go to Wednesday. I feel like this Chinese Lunar New Year is important. Also, we have the birthday of two presidents, and it's interesting because these were two presidents that were associated with freeing slaves. Thomas Jefferson, when he was writing the Declaration of Independence, even though he owned slaves, he wanted to write in the Declaration of Independence that the slaves would have been freed, but there wasn't a consensus. And so he left that part of the Declaration of Independence out so that the colonies could unite to fight the British. Then later, Abraham Lincoln, through the space of the Civil War, came into the position to sort of fulfill that. There's the Emancipation Proclamation. Juneteenth is in like 4 days. And so that's why it goes from Tuesday to Friday. It goes from Tuesday to Friday because even though the Emancipation Proclamation was issued, even though all slaves in the United States of America were free, not all slave owners told their slaves that they were free. So Juneteenth celebrates when the last of the slaves knew that they were free. And it's like, if you're free, we're not going to tell you that you're free. That is, it's the energy of something has already changed. But because we don't know that it's changed, and because we're in a space of more or less living the same, that's the separation. It's almost like how you can already be in a new cycle, how you can already be on a different timeline, how you could already sort of have transited through a portal, but the space that you're paying attention to hasn't necessarily changed yet. But everything is already different. Okay. And also, we have a Tuesday in April, a Tuesday in May, and every Tuesday so far in June. June 1st, June 8th, and today is June 15th. 13 is a 4, and May 4th is a 4. So we have two Tuesdays that hold the numerological space of 4. One of them in the 4th month, the other in the 5th month. But this is 2 months after the new year started. So this would be roughly 3 months, and we're in the 4th month of this new Chinese Lunar New Year, which would put us back in air, Gemini. So 3 will give you the same modality. 4 will give you the same element. So I want to say something about next Tuesday. Oh, is that the equinox? Hold up, wait. When is the equinox on Tuesday? Because it's like the fourth Tuesday in the fourth month of this Lunar New Year. Yeah, because that'll be no. It's the space of new moon Gemini. If we go from new moons, because it'd be new moon Aquarius, new moon Pisces. No, wait. Aquarius, Pisces. That's Taurus. Fixed signs, not elements. Sorry. Sorry. I messed it up. I'm sorry. Because the first month is Aquarius, second month Pisces. So that was a new moon in Taurus. I think this fourth moon, because it's still like the fourth month after like a solar month, I guess, right? Because February, March, April, May. It is May, girl. My math is all off. Hold up. This is the fifth month, which will put us again back at that new moon in Taurus. New moon in Taurus was in May somewhere. You're not near your calendar. I could look it up. Actually, oh no. Because we have full moon Scorpio first. So it would have been like it starts in April. It would have been May. So let's look at May transit list. Um, I'll just look at May 15. Oops. Chart details. That's what I want. So Moon was in Cancer. So it was before the 15th by a few days. Was it around 5-5? Let's see. Did I go too far back? Up, Moon is in Pisces. Too far, too far. May 9. Moon is in Aries, getting closer. May 11. Sun and Moon, 21 degrees. Taurus. So it was May 11th. There might still be something about this Tuesday. I feel like next Tuesday is still important. I watch myself back sometimes and I'll be like, whoa, wait, that math was wrong. Well, I remember I was watching I think D mentioned Cryon. I was watching a Cryon video a while ago, and he was like, Lee was channeling Cryon, and he was spelling something, and he spelled it wrong, and then he was like, Cryon doesn't know how to spell. I was like, that's funny. It was funny to me. Anyway, so next Tuesday will be June 22nd. Where's the moon? Oh, no, the sun. The sun is in one. So the 21st of June should be the June 20th? June 20th is the day of the solstice. It's funny because Jupiter retrogrades on the same day. Let's put this back. Jupiter retrogrades on the same day of the solstice. Is timing important? Moon enters Sag on the 22nd. So the moon will be in a position of conjuncting the south node in Sagittarius. Let's see. Uranus 13 degrees Taurus, North Node 10 degrees Gemini. Mercury 16 degrees Gemini. The Sun is 1 degree Cancer. Venus 24 degrees Cancer. Mars 6 degrees Leo. The Moon 4 degrees Sagittarius. South Node 10 degrees Sagittarius. So yeah, we'll have a Moon South Node conjunction. Pluto 26 degrees Capricorn. Saturn 12 degrees Aquarius. Jupiter 2 degrees Pisces retrograde. Neptune 23 degrees Pisces. I don't know. I was like, man, come on. I thought I was on to something. It was like, nope, no. I honestly, though, because of the energy of the azalea, I don't even think I would be able to pinpoint what it is. Because it's like you'll think it's one thing, but it's actually something else. That's the actual cause of that thing. I will, though. I'll look at the next Tuesday. That's a numerological 4. The 22nd. Tuesday, the 22nd is a numerological 4. April 13th, it's a 4 Tuesday. May 4th is another 4 Tuesday. June 22nd will be another 4 Tuesday, but it'll be a master number 22 Tuesday. And so maybe there has been something that we've been in the space of learning to accept since basically February, just like why Sam was trapped in the time loop. And maybe there have been so many things that we've been attributing to other things, but it's what we're learning to accept because of what's happening. Let's see if July 6th, 13. So July 13th is a 4 Tuesday. August 31st is a 4 Tuesday. September doesn't have a 4 Tuesday. 7, 14, 21, and 28 in September. October doesn't have a 4 Tuesday. November doesn't have a 4 Tuesday. December does not have a 4 Tuesday. So from, hey, Kizzy Cat. So from February to September, no, from February to July, we have 4 Tuesdays. But after that, we don't. Was January a 4? January didn't have a 4 Tuesday either. July 13th, Moon enters Virgo. Moon and Sag on the 22nd, and Virgo on the 13th. Those are mutable. So those are like mutable moons on 4 Tuesdays. Let's see. Let's see. So let's go to May 4. Where's the moon? The moon was in Aquarius on the 4th of May. So, but if we go late enough on the 4th of May, it might have transited into Pisces. So I'm looking at 10:35 p.m. Central Time. The moon is in Pisces. It's like barely in Pisces though. The moon is barely in Pisces. If we go to April 13, the moon is in Taurus. And I think it's in Taurus like all day here. Yeah, it's in Taurus like all day on the 13th. So that's not a mutable moon. I don't know. Part of me like is excited. Part of me is like, let's figure this out. So there is this sort of mystery spot. It's like what Rob said when the moon is transiting that part of the sky and then does the thing or something like that. So February, did I look at March? Hold up, did I look at March? Where's March? March didn't have a 4 Tuesday. The 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. March isn't here. I didn't even catch that. So February, April, May, and June. Every month that had a 4 Tuesday, especially after we entered this new Chinese Lunar New Year, is here. April 13th, a 4 Tuesday. May 4th, a 4 Tuesday. Next Tuesday, the 22nd, is a 4 Tuesday. And then July 13th is a 4 Tuesday. So March isn't here, but, March isn't here. I don't know what this means. Who rules Tuesday? Oh, gosh. Astrology, Tuesday, planet, ruler, whatever. Days of the week, planet rulers come through, cafe, astrology. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Tuesday is ruled by Mars. Okay. Well, Mars was in here. I don't know. Let me not get too deep into this because, again, it feels like it's not solvable at this point anyway. But is it for us to give up? This isn't even what I was talking about. This like just distracted me from everything that I was talking about, which is fine. But maybe that's the point. Maybe it's not. Maybe there is no point. Maybe it actually isn't that deep this time. Even though there are some interesting sort of parallels here. 186. Let's see. It's a mystery spot. March is the mystery spot. Well, what happened in March? Because there wasn't a 4 Tuesday in March, but from February to July we have 4 Tuesdays. But in March there's no 4 Tuesday. Is March the mystery spot? Is next Tuesday the mystery spot? There's Tuesday. Wow. So we moved from a 22 Tuesday to an 11 Tuesday because Tuesday the 29th, 2 plus 9 is 11. And so maybe the actual mystery is the 29th for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, back to everything that I was originally talking about. You posted your first video in March. See, look at that. Mystery spot. Eva's sitting in the mystery spot right now. So whatever Everlong Mystic, it's the mystic mystery spot. Coincidence? I think not. um, this is interesting. Tuesday, 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 or Tuesday, 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 Friday. But we actually started on Friday. Friday was the first one. And then it was Tuesday, Tuesday. Who rules Friday? Friday is ruled by Venus. So we have Mars and Venus. I think Mars and Venus were both in Cancer at the same time. They're probably going to both be in Leo at the same time. But I think they're going to conjunct in, let's see. Well, let's just look at the day that Venus and Mars conjunct. Why not? Venus, Mars, conjunction 2021. Conjunction of Venus and Mars. Here we go. I love the internet because someone's already did the math. A pulse? I've never heard of a pulse. Girl, who put my this website is using my location. They got my city name in here. So from where I am in the world, the pair will become visible around 2040 Central Daylight Time. So that's what, 1040? 12 degrees above the western horizon as dusk fades to darkness. They will then sink towards the horizon, setting 1 hour and 33 minutes after the sun at 21:53, both in the constellation of Leo. So they're actually going to conjunct in Leo. And what day did it say this was? It's 28 days away. The 13th. Oh my gosh, they conjunct on Tuesday the 13th. Tuesday the 13th of July, Venus and Mars will be conjunct in the sky. Venus and Mars will be conjunct. So that's what this mystery spot is leading us towards, question mark. A Venus Mars conjunction in Leo on Tuesday, July. Why did I not just look at July 13th and I would have saved myself all the trouble? I would have saved myself a whole bunch of speculation. I checked every other day. Goodness. So July 13th, Venus and Mars will both be in Leo. The moon will be in Virgo. South node Sagittarius. It's a very loose conjunction to the south node. So it's not really happening in the space of the nodes. Saturn will still be retrograde. Aquarius. Neptune will be retrograde by then. So both Jupiter and Neptune will be retrograde in Pisces. Pluto will be retrograde, Capricorn. It'll finally move out of the 26th degree. The sun will be in Cancer, 21 degrees. Uranus will still be direct, 14 degrees. Uranus is direct. Mercury will be direct and out of its shadow. Venus and Mars will be direct. So Mercury, Venus, Mars, and then Uranus are direct. Everything else is retrograde. Wait, that's your birthday? Oh, snap. D's the mystery spot. We're all the mystery spot. Everyone's the mystery spot. Eve is the mystery spot. D is the mystery spot. I'm the mystery spot. Your cat's name is Friday. That's interesting. So the ruler of Tuesday and Friday will be conjunct on a Tuesday on these 4 days, on a 4 Tuesday. You know what? We're going to cheat. We're going to look ahead because I have the calendar right here. I can do that. I'm the time master. I'm just playing. So Tuesday, July 13th, for a gourmet treat, harvest male zucchini flowers early in the morning before they close. Float them in a bowl of water in the refrigerator until you're ready to eat them, raw or cooked. What I love about this is that it's a male flower. I feel like that male flower, it gives that energy of a Venus Mars conjunction. Because why does it have to be a male zucchini flower? Male zucchinis have, our male flowers have the pistils, right? pistils are in the male flowers and the stamen are in the female flowers? No, the pistil is in the female flower. So it's the stamen, right? Stamen of a flower. The male fertilizing organ of a flower, typically consisting of a pollen containing anther and a filament. Yeah. Because I was like, I think only the male flowers have pollen. Because that's like, the seed, it's like sperm, right? Well, let's do Google. Do female flowers? Oh gosh, do female flowers have pollen? I don't think they do. Yeah. So the male parts, the stamen produces pollen, and then the female part, the pistil, has the ovulum, and you put the pollen into the female part, and then they get seeds. Oh goodness! Proof you can create an energy vortex anywhere. Text joke to two people, they laughed. Had to share a nose runs. Hey! Oh, Lauren B, Untitled Tarot. She's part of the mystery spot. LB is in the mystery spot. Everything. Palmetto. Men causes. Yeah, yeah. See, I have allergies. I'm allergic to men as well. It's unfortunate because I'm attracted to them, and I'm allergic. Shame. So there's pollen. So we have azaleas. That'll be another. So we have azaleas and zucchini flowers. I don't know. What did you say about are zucchini flowers like pumpkin flowers? Well, I don't know what a pumpkin flower is like. Did you see the picture? I can show you what they look like on here. Like this is the if you can see them. There's that little one, and then there they are. For a gourmet treat, harvest male zucchini flowers early in the morning before they close. Float them in a bowl of water in the refrigerator until you are ready to eat them, raw or cooked. That's a gourmet treat? Do we, D? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Early in the morning before they close. So I'm assuming that zucchini flowers open at night. Well, let me shout out to Google. Do zucchini flowers open at night? Zucchini flowers tend to open up wide in the morning and are often closed by the afternoon. So it's important to hand pollinate in the morning. Pluck a fully open male flower from the plant. So they don't bloom at night. They're just like they open up early in the morning and then by the afternoon they're done. Okay. What? They cook flowers? I'm not Eve. I'm like, I mean, hey, well, a Hell's Kitchen winner that cooks flowers, so maybe it is a gourmet treat. I mean, the farmer's almanac would know what's gourmet more than I would know gourmet, but just because it's gourmet doesn't mean it's delicious. But I mean, you'll have to let me know. D, are cooked flowers delicious? Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that was a lot. This is 54, 54. I don't even remember what I was initially saying. I do remember. Um, Basically, what I was getting to is that it was shown to me when I was doing my little past life Akashic. They are good. Okay. Well, maybe I'll have to try it one of these days. I'll try it one of these days. If I get like a gourmet male zucchini flower treat on the 13th, I'll let y'all know. I might forget. I might set it up. I might just do it. Mystery spot. You wouldn't think that zucchini flowers are delicious, but they are. Oh, yeah. I would probably enjoy it. Anyway, that just derailed my whole train of thought. Oh, yeah. See, that's Venus. Oh, wow. I'm going to be having a Venus trine. Venus and Leo conjunct Mars and Leo is going to be trining my Venus and Aries. So, um, it's fine. If you don't know what I'm talking about, bless your pure, innocent soul. I like what I like, and I'm not ashamed. But not everybody got to know that. It's fine. Don't read into it. Um, so, anyway, your Venus is in Leo. Oh, wow. Eve is in the mystery spot. um, yeah, I guess it was shown to me. So, in that lifetime, where it's like I was disenchanted with life. I was upset. And I was like, I'm going to use my gifts to just take care of myself. I'm not going to help people because every time I help people, it turns out not great for me. And it was shown to me that that's when I met an individual. And this is like when I was reading the cards, right? So I take it as it resonates for myself personally, but then some stuff happened, I guess. And so I was approached by someone. It felt like an angel. And the angel was like, "What are you doing? Like, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing." And I was like, "I'm finally happy. I'm happy for it feels like the first life in a long string of not that great lifetimes of trying to do what I'm supposed to be here to do. So you know what? In this lifetime, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to enjoy this person that I found and screw everything else." And it didn't work out, of course. And so I remember, I guess that was for me, it felt like one of last year. It felt like it was important for me to um, not be so attached to. Hold up. Oh, no. I don't know why I looked at those as the same. Um, to not be so attached to what I wanted and to not be so attached to like whatever that I don't do what I'm actually here to do. Right. And so that's why when I looked at my 11th house, like my 11th house conjunction in my D9 chart with Rahu in there, I was like, okay, so, it'll be important to not, when I do find, and I am happy already, but when my happiness swells even more, to not abandon, I guess, what it is that is for me to do. So I don't know why I wanted to talk about that, but that was interesting. I was like, I just want to be happy. I just want to be free. Oh, look at this! Tuesday, May 18th. The Waldorf salad first appeared in 1893 at a charity ball at New York City's newly opened Waldorf Astoria Hotel. The Meltzdiltel, I don't know how to say that, Oscar Sturkey is credited with creating the original recipe, which used apples, celery, and mayonnaise. Speaking of gourmet food, here's Tuesday, May 18th with a little gourmet salad. And look, March 30th, Tuesday. So this is the Tuesday we get in March, which is actually one of my Aries good friend's birthday. She's born on March 30th. Auroras are most visible in spring and fall, or during times of peak solar wind activity. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is best. Favorable locations are within the auroral ovals, roughly 1,800 miles in diameter, that surround each magnetic pole. 1,800 miles and Tuesday, May 18th. So we end it with Tuesdays in March, or one Tuesday in March, one Tuesday in May. We have a 9 Tuesday and a 3 Tuesday. So now we got to see if there's a 6 Tuesday in April to give us that 369. Let's see. Tuesday, April 6th. The first Tuesday in April was a 6. So there's a 3 Tuesday in March 30th, a 6 Tuesday in April 6th, and then a 9 Tuesday in May 19th. Something is going on with Tuesdays. I don't know. Today is all about Tuesday. And it's a Tuesday, so maybe that's why. I don't know what I'm going to title it. Tuesdays and Mystery Spots. Maybe I'll title it These Are the Moments. I don't actually. Let me look up the song that played when the time loop was broken. Supernatural Tuesday episode Mystery Spot. Here we go. Please tell me. Pig in a poke with the side of bacon. I do want to look up St. Ignace as well, because this is in St. Ignace, Michigan. St. Ignace. Who's it named after? What is St. Ignace known for? St. Ignace has rich Native American history and was once the bustling hub of 17th century fur trade. In the mid 1800s, there's that 18 again, the population swelled as logging and commercial fishing went into full swing. That rich Native American history, and didn't I? Oh my gosh, that's sort of full circle because I started the video like this, and I was like, shout out to the Lakota Sioux, Wakinyan and the drum. That's a little full circle moment for me, at the very least. So we're starting with the drum, we're ending with the drum, the Native Americans. Voices carried by the band till Tuesday. Let's see. We're just going down the mystery spot rabbit hole. Voices carry. Hold on, Tuesday lyrics. Let's look at lyrics. In the dark, I'd like to read his mind, but I'm frightened of the things I might find. Oh, there must be something he's thinking of. To hear him away, AA. When I tell him that I'm falling in love, what does he say? Ah. This, to me, honestly, in the dark, I'd like to read his mind, but I'm frightened of the things I might find. That reminds me of Gadriel, Angel of War, and how it said that, you know, they would ask him what's on his mind, and he would point his spear at the trining, whatever, pointing to the North Star. So that's a space of darkness. Gadriel's spear points toward the North Star. Is the North Star not Venus? No, it's not, because Venus moves all the time. The North Star would be that star in the Big Dipper, right? Polaris. Oh, girl, I feel like I should have known that. I feel like Polaris popped into my mind yesterday. Ursae Minoris, commonly the North Star or Pole Star. It's the brightest star in the constellation Ursa Minor. Very close to the North Celestial Pole. We're talking about North Poles with the magnetic pole that gives us the aurora. And it talks about peak solar wind activity. Which is interesting because peak solar wind activity can give us an aurora outside of the spring and fall. And so now it's almost like it's coming in as this energy of like, there is a resolution, just like there's a problem that's sort of outside of what we can sort of find. When the solution comes in, similarly, we won't be able to recognize it as solving the thing that it's going to solve. And again, it's almost that energy of like the sense and the sensations being out of line. It's that energy of like being out of something before we can fully recognize that we're out of something. Something has already happened and occurred that is going to have a chain reaction to the point where we can see the solution, but it's already in place. It's already happening. Okay. So let's see. Heat of the Moment by Asia. Let's look at this song. Heat of the Moment. It's interesting that it's Heat of the Moment by Asia when we started with the Chinese Lunar New Year. I never meant to be so bad to you. One thing I said that I would never do, a look from you and I would fall from grace. And that would wipe the smile right from my face. But the children on Tuesday were supposed to be full of grace, right? Where did that go? Days of the week. Tuesday, ruled by Mars. Tuesday's child is full of grace. 82? Okay. You catch a pearl and ride the dragon's wings? What? There are some things in here. I guess that line just stood out to me because in the Angelarium, it's all about catching those pearls. And it's the pearl that goes into the book of Gadriel. No, not Gadriel, Gabriel, that ignites that tome and that Akashic sort of energy. You just had breakfast for dinner. I love that. I should have breakfast for dinner. I should have breakfast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner one moment. So that played in the beginning of the episode. In the beginning of the episode, it talks about falling from grace so that we can put the pearl and put it back in its place. Now, let's go to the end of the episode. Back in Time playing on the radio. Sam wakes up in the motel room with Back in Time playing on the radio. Dean is there, and a shaken Sam gets up and gives Dean a huge hug. They leave together, and Sam is somber, deeply affected by his experience. He sees the unmade bed and realizes that life without Dean will still happen. And maybe it's interesting that is that Huey Lewis? Let me see. We're going back in time. Do they have the songs on here? Quotes gallery, international links. Girl, usually they have the music. Usually they have the music. Excuse me, hello. They don't say. They said who the author is of the first one. Heat of the Moment by Asia. Let's see, Back in Time song. Back in Time song. Yeah, Huey Lewis in the News, I think. Tell me, doctor, where are we going this time? Is it the 50s or 1999? All I wanted to do was play my guitar and sing. So take why is this me? So take me away, I don't mind, but you better promise me I'll be back in time. Gotta get back in time. Let's see. I can just look it up real quick. I'll do it on my phone. Ooh, homemade sweet potato pie. Oh yeah, you did say that you've been making a lot of pies and baking a lot. Um, Mystery, Mysteri supernatural songs. Here we go. Season, the soundtrack. Oh, I gotta go to the restroom. I gotta go to the restroom. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to the back in time. Huey Lewis in the news. Yeah, Eve. It's Huey Lewis in the news. Um, so I think it's interesting because you had Louis song "Power of Love" in your head this morning. Haven't heard that song in over 20 years. Oh, I love that. I love "Power of Love" when it's talking about Sam having to realize that life without Dean will go on. And I think what's interesting again, it's like I was talking about that what came to me, right? It was like I'm finally happy. I finally found somebody that brings me happiness. And I don't care if the world burns. I don't care if the world falls apart. I don't care if it all ends. I'm going to stay here where I'm happy. I don't care if it means forsaking doing whatever I was supposed to do. I'm happy here. And I feel like, I guess, in that lifetime or whatever, I wasn't able to let it go. Um, and it was definitely a process. It was definitely a process. And I guess I'm glad I had that experience. And that was related to, it's like I feel like I thought I was doing things differently, but then it turned out, or it ended up feeling like things were just repeating, that like nothing had actually changed. But I guess that part changed. Um, yeah, I don't know. Funny how things just kind of sort of come full circle like that, right? And again, it's funny because it was like, it felt like what I had forsaken, what I was holding on to in the space of forsaking everything that I was forsaking, I ended up losing anyway. I still ended up losing it. So, do you feel safe cooking at home? I'm going to be doing that. How old you are? Yeah, I still lost it. And maybe that's what a little bit of that Rahu K2 Aquarius and Leo means. It's to not be so attached to like immediate family, immediate happiness that I would not do what I'm supposed to for the collective and for the world at large. It reminds me of like Naruto when they're like, to the Hokage, the whole village is family. And so there are some times where it's like he sacrifices time with his own family and he tells his kid like, well, the whole village is my family. I got to be there for everybody. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Look at that. St. Ignace, known for its rich Native American history. Joaquinion, the drum. One second. Is it June 26th or July 26th? Uh, so it's July 26th. July 26th is the day out of time. That's when we go into the year of the yellow electric seed. So that Tuesday, the 13th, it'll be the last for Tuesday in Blue Lunar Storm year. And if Blue Lunar Storm is connected to the thunder being Wakinyan, also the energy of the Heyokas, they're associated with Wakinyan and the Kodasu um, tradition. That's interesting. Getting older makes us valuable. I love that. All right, so that's what I got. Tuesday in the mystery spot. I don't know what this was. There was something else I wanted to do. I'm probably gonna. Maybe I'll just record it and upload it. I don't know. I don't know. You may see me again. You may not. I might do the thing. I might not. You know. Okay. Yep. All right. So thank you all for being here. This was interesting to say the least. Does it mean anything? Who knows? It's the mystery spot, right? It could literally mean something completely different to what we think it means. We don't know why the azaleas are choking. Well, we do know why the azaleas are choking. Because there's not. Well, what? Wait. Okay. Let's get a little chemical. No, my chemistry is rusty. But if the soil is too alkaline, then there are free hydronium ions. Iron is negatively charged. That's it. No. Yeah. Iron is negatively charged. And so what it does is it pulls on the hydrogen. No, because it's about oxygen. One second. One second. Girl, maybe I shouldn't go to chemistry. Maybe I shouldn't go to chemistry. Let me look at a periodic table. Sulfur. Wait, yeah. Hold up. I don't know plant chemistry. I'm not a phyto whatever. To reduce acid in soil. Because if it's more acidic, there are more positive ions in the soil. If it's more basic, there's more negative ions in the soil. Yeah, my brain is just like there. It's gone. It's gone. I'll leave plant biology to somebody else. All right. Thank you all again for being here. I will catch y'all when I catch y'all. I hope you have a good whatever whenever you see this. I hope you're acting in alignment to make all that you wish to experience your reality. I hope you allow yourself the opportunity to be open to the possibility that everything is in the process already of being made right. It's just a little bit more peripheral right now.